Hey everyone, it is Layout Two time. So we are playing with Cape Cod. And this is just a great fun color combo. I wanted to showcase the embellishments so that you can see what they look like here. So you have white craft, and then you have this gorgeous blue acrylic shapes. They all come together. Oops, that's the back side. So you get these nice, they're not very thick, they're fun to play with. So that's that. Of course, here is the color of the cardstocks. And then this is our digital art. So maybe you have enough to do lots of beach pictures, or you went someplace tropical and want to do that as your album. This digital art for $9.95 is really cool because then you always have it. It works on any type of system because it's an SVG. So the sky's the limit for what you can create with this. And then of course you can change it out to different colors, whichever cardstock or pattern paper you want to use. You can do that by using the digital art. They also always give you a couple card ideas and a layout idea. So lots of fun that you can do and create with this digital art. So let's get together here and have some fun and get this layout going. So this time I did it on periwinkle, and this is the light side, and I did it on the dark side. And just like before, I took a piece of white daisy and cut it. It's 11.5 by 11.5. Right? I think that's right. Yeah, 11.5 by 11.5. And I am actually building the right-hand side of the page for you for this one to get started. So this is a piece of our paper suite, and this is 4 3/4 by 11. So 4 3/4 by 11, and you are just going to make this look even on 3 sides, okay? And then you have a bunch of different strips, and they are 1 inch by 3.5 inches, and I have to put them in. I'm going to put them right here so you can see what patterns I'm using. Okay, I think that's all my, nope, more strips. Okay, I think that's all my strips. Okay, and you're going to, whichever way you do this, you're going to want to do them the same on both. So we're going to start with this little piece. And it doesn't have to have a lot of adhesive because you are going to probably put photos on it too. So however you want to do that. And then wood. And this is just super easy. You don't have to follow a pattern. You could do random if you wanted, whichever works for you. I think I am going to do this next. And you want to make sure on this one that you definitely cut your you want to be precise in your cuts, if that makes sense. Main reason is because it won't lengthwise go here, if that makes sense. And then this is the blue. The brown. And there you go. Voila, just as fast as that. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 1-inch strips. Hence, this is 11. So, I know, I'm being silly. I know. Okay, so let's have some fun. So, you have different options depending on how you want to do your photo mat. You could do 2 like this. You could do 2, 2 and not. You could do 2, 2 and not. It's strictly up to you. But I am going to do this. Oh, whoops, wrong way. I was doing this, and this. So I'm kind of keeping them centered for myself more than anything. And I am just putting these like that. Okay, now depending on what you want to do, I'm going to use these fences, and I'm going to put them down here. I am actually, hopefully, going to use my glue so that I can put a little bit more, and it doesn't take very much. And it dries clear, and I can move it around a little bit. I just thought these were so cute. That I just could not add them to a layout. They'd also be very, very cute on a card. One more I want to do. And I know you're going to ask me, no, we don't sell this glue. It's just a craft glue. It's by Barely Art craft glue. Okay, I don't know. I think it just adds a little texture to your page and carries that. I also, this was one of the stickers, and I put it on a piece of periwinkle, and I'm just going to, this didn't trim up the way I wanted it to. So I'm just fixing that. And I rounded the corners. Okay, so that's going to go up there. And then I did a piece of another sticker, and I did it more square, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to add some tape to it, but I think I'm going to add one more piece because I wanted to add some layers here. And so this could be your journaling spot. You can still put the date. You can still do some fun stuff with that. Really not liking the way that corner turned out now. That really makes me crappy. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. And then I think, I wanted to do let me grab the embellishments here really quick and see what I have. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And this is just a sticker, just something fun to add to it. And I had I'm thinking about let me show you how my thought process goes. So I have a piece of scratch paper. I'm not sure I want to do Lagoon, but I'm going to try something. So I'm going to stamp this by itself, which I know that's the true color. Man, you can really see that. And I think that's more the look I'm going for. So I'm going to second generation and just softly, all I want is just a soft background. And that's okay if it doesn't give it all the way, because you can go over the top and you can add more embellishments to it. I don't like the way that came off. And don't be afraid to go off the page, okay? So that's just a real easy way to fill. And then I'm going to add oh, here they are. I knew I had them. Don't think I want white. I think I want color. So let's do this. So a little bit like that. I have a small one. and a medium-sized starfish. Or maybe they're both the same size. Just kind of giving you a filter to add. And again, this could be, you know, either side, whichever side you like. You could definitely add some shimmer to this by adding a little shimmer brush to it and make it pop a little bit. Oh, there it is. So it kind of is strictly up to what your look you're going for on it. Okay. And I had one more, oh, right here. Something like that. And then I am going to come in with the shimmer brush and just lightly go over the top. Nothing, not perfect, but just enough to add a little sparkle to it, okay? So there we go for that one. And be sure and add journaling to your, add a spot for journaling. People want to know the date, who's in the picture, where you're at, the details like that. You don't have to get lengthy about a story, but give them the what, when, and where type of thing. Okay, so again, that was the right side of the paper. So let's do the left-hand side of the paper. And I have already assembled because it's the same thing, okay? So I've already put it together. You didn't need to watch me tape all that up again. Now I did take that stamp set I talked about earlier. So this stamp set right here called Background Elements. This time I used this stamp and it's hard. Let me get it up here. Maybe you can see. I did Lagoon first, and then I cleaned it, and then I did Periwinkle because I wanted a more blue-green look. And then I took my Close to My Heart blending brush and I softly, and then I didn't ink this up. There was still ink on here from whenever I used it last of Lagoon. So I wanted just a really soft shadow in that spot. And so I have this wonderful crab that I am going to go ahead and put some foam tape on, because I do want it to stand out from the stamped image in the back. I want it to have a little bit of a pop. Okay, let's see if I like that. Yep, I do. And as you can see, this time I did not do the layers. I kept them single. So let me put these. And it's just super easy. It's lots of fun, actually. So I am going to do that. Now let's put my photo mats down that I know I'm going to create with. So I am doing, let's see, did I do, make sure I put the right color. I've been known to do that wrong. So I am going to do one like this at the bottom. So this is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, just your basic. And then this one is a 4 by 4 with no photo mat behind it. Okay, So easy peasy. We've got that. Then I have this that I stamped, and I kind of want it on the bottom, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my stamp I just stamped with, the little coral bush. Because I did it in Lagoon, I'm going to use periwinkle this time. I'm going to get a scratch piece just so I can, nope, I definitely want it full strength. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Just coming up a little bit. Don't worry about it overlapping. Just giving you a little bit of some color. And then I have this one that I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it on a little bit of foam tape. Just to have it be fun and give it a little pizzazz. Now, if you didn't want to stamp on your layout, you don't have to, then I would highly recommend you do a couple thin cuts or a couple of the SVG cuts, something that you have an accent there. I just kind of thought it was kind of cool that way. Okay, like that. So we're good to go there. Okay, what am I missing on this one? Okay, let's do a sticker. Let's do the sand dollar. And again, I'm going to come in with the sand dollar and just give it a highlight with a little bit of shimmer, which I know you guys can't really pick up on the camera, but you get the gist. Okay, so you have that, and then let's do a little more coral, and we'll do a little shell here. Don't know that I like the shell. I don't want that color. I want a different color. Well, let's do a little seahorse. All right, so we have that. So on that scrapbooking, Cape Cod scrapbooking stamp set, besides these all being thin cuts, so you have this thin cut, this one, and this is a thin cut. You have these beautiful, nice size sayings. You have swimming in the sea, soaking up the sun, and playing in the sand. So I have went ahead and stamped the soaking up in the sun. I added a little embellishment, and we're just going to put this kind of right here in the middle. I was going to raise it, but I don't think I want to do that because it's got, you already have 2 items raised. Oops. Let me fix something on here really quick. Didn't see that first. Okay. I think I want to put it more in the middle yet. And over this way. So voila. Okay. Now, again, you can come in and do some other fun items. You could have, I should have probably taken the blending brush here and maybe done a little bit of blue, but I think this is fine because I have a nice collection going there. But a fun layout nonetheless. So let's look at it together. So this is your left-hand page. This is your right-hand page. And because we live in the Pacific Northwest, I did a Dungeness crab, which are red when they're cooked. But if you live or you have pictures from the East Coast, you might want to do a blue crab. So maybe roll it in, stamp it in toffee and roll it in periwinkle so you get that blue crab look. As I'm putting this together and I'm looking at this layout, I'm thinking I'm going to add something with the papaya color over here, and I will, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it'll be something. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's do this because this has a little tiny shell on here. Let's take papaya. And because I haven't used this stamp, I'm going to stamp it on a piece of scratch paper to make sure I like it. And I do. So I'm going to put a couple down here and one more. Now this, of course, is fresh ink. So my crab I have stamped a while ago, so you get the gist that it'll be lighter. But now, if you notice, so you have this and you have this, so you have a little bit of red, okay? It's not red, it's papaya. It's that corally color, right? Anyway, layout 2, all done. I can't wait to see what you guys create with Cape Cod. Bye now.